afternoon, welcome to the Armfield Club.
Welcome to the Armfield Club.
Everybody at BLACKPOOL FC, well done to the supporters, the official opening of the Armfield Club, well done everybody.
Good afternoon, welcome to the Armfield Club. My name's Tony Parr. I'm only here to do the introductions. So I'm going to start straight away by introducing, I'm sure many of you know him already, Andy Higgins, who I think it's fair to say, and I think the other lads who are involved will also agree, he's the driving force. You've all played a part, but this guy's got it off the ground, and he's going to say a few words now. Andy Higgins.
Cheers, Anthony. I'll keep it really brief. I just wanted to thank everybody who's been involved. I've got to say, we had a count up this week of over 50 different people. Brothers, sons, fathers, daughters, sisters, mothers, painting, plastering, putting the signage up, doing the floors, doing the bars. It's been unbelievable. It's been a bit of an adventure, really. This town is it's a roller coaster. The fortunes of our football club over the years have been unbelievable. One of the reasons why we're all here now today, and we formed this group, is because we were all pretty fundamental in the most extensive and well-run boycott of a football club ever, and that's what's brought us all together today. So if it wasn't for the dark years, which we're putting behind us, we wouldn't be here now today. So there's a few names I just want to mention before I move on to the more important people we have with us today. I don't know if he's in the room. Steve Wright has been our sort of number one Trojan. Steve around? All right, well, actually that's his real name. He's called Japhead. Everyone knows him as Japhead. Yeah? We've had lots of absolute quality. We've had Big Max, Little Tommy, Little Joe Gregory. All the lads have been mixing and it's been absolutely tremendous. Yeah, Lowy, he's probably upstairs. Oh, there he is. Can you see him, that tiny little fella down there? Lowy, he's painted the top of the building as well. How he does that, I'll never know, mate. Absolutely tremendous. And we've had two of the driving forces here, really, and I'll hand over to one of them, is Field Commander Grimshaw, who's kept everybody in line, and it's been ace. And everyone's marched a bit, you do that, and everyone's like, right, because you don't disagree with him. So, on behalf of all the lads really, we've got a great relationship with the club. That's a really important thing for us. Also, the ex-players are going to be based here, BST is going to be based here, Lee Charles TV. It's a community thing. We want you all to get involved, come down, enjoy it, make it your own really, because it's a big community endeavour, and that's a really heartening thing really, because there's no big money coming to this. It's all been done by the likes of the John Armfield of this world, Carver, Andy Grice, Dale, all the boys. You know, it's been a real amazing thing together. So, as a show of thanks to the club, a lot of these nice seats, they bailed us out really, because one of the things we thought we got to think about was the seats really. So all these nice tangerine and white seats have very kindly been donated by the club. Given by, I don't know, anyhow, so I'm being told to shut up now. So, can we make a presentation from Mr. Grimshaw?
Yes.
Yes? Do you want to come up, Grimmy? Yeah. On behalf of all the lads, it's Johnny Walker for Brett and for Ben. And I'll hand back to Anthony.
It's been a pleasure over the last 11 months to become part of Blackpool. Hopefully, in Critch we can trust. The young team that he's building, hopefully will be something you can be proud of. But leaving the pitch to one side, hopefully with the relationships we can build with all of you, that whatever happens on the pitch, we'll give you a football club to be proud of again. So thank you for your support over the last 11 months. Thank you for all you've done for Blackpool, and hopefully with Simon and everybody else at the club, we can give you that team to be proud of. Thank you.
I'll be really quick. I think it has to be said that the Armfield shows what great things can be achieved when the Blackpool family pulls together. I think what the lads have achieved in making this happen in such difficult economic times we find ourselves show what a wonderful fan base we have, what passion there is for the club, and I wish everyone every success with this on behalf of, not just personally, but on behalf of the football club. So everyone should be really proud. Let's make this a massive success and enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much.
Right, before we go any further now, without any further ado, let me bring up onto the stage here our main guest today, who's going to say a few words. John Armfield, if I could invite you up, and obviously the name says it all. Jimmy's son, John Armfield.
First of all, thank you for inviting Julie and myself to be here on such an important occasion. The rest of the family unfortunately can't be here because of COVID restrictions. My brother lives on the Wirral, my mother's not so well, and my children, Tom and Hannah, live away. All of them are following closely on social media. Can we say what a fantastic job you've all done? We've watched with interest the amazing work carried out by you all. Dad always said fans are the lifeblood of every club, and the club is in the blood of all of us today. What a great honour to name the fans club after Dad. We know he would have been delighted. Even though he was born in Manchester, Dad always saw himself as a Sangronan, living in the town for 78 years. From the first week he arrived in Blackpool in 1940, being bombed out from Manchester in the war, he became a regular supporter of the mighty Tangerine Army. He told me he would go to any game he could, first team, Central League and youth team. Those were the days when gates of 8,000 were common for Central League matches. We wish. I'm sure you do. He was Blackpool mad. He went to both the 48 and 53 cup finals as a fan, and often attended games with people like you, the famous supporters. In those days there was a group called the Atomic Boys, many of whom lived in the Foxhall area of the town. They were probably the first group of well-known fans in the old First Division. It was the era of Eric Haywood, Bill Slater, Jimmy Hanson, Ronnie Seward, Ewan Fenton, Jackie Moody, Eddie Shimwell, Harry Johnson, Jock Dodds, and of course the mighty Stan Mortensen. Players Dad used to rave about and idolise, just like you idolise the players of today. Then came Stan Matthews in '47 to start his 14-year career at Blackpool. Little would the boy on the terrace know that within 6 years he would go from being a spectator watching some of the greats of football to playing behind Matthews in one of Blackpool's most celebrated teams, the First Division runners-up behind the Busby Babes of 55-56. It was by chance that Dad became a footballer. He always aimed to be a teacher. I could have advised him against that after 35 years of that. He loved to play, but always thought a lot of his peers were much better players than him. Living behind the Foxhall Hotel, firstly in Tilsley Road and then in Bairstow Street, his only football training came through the old Coliseum bus station, or on the beach, playing with a little tennis ball. He only had a couple of organised matches for his Sunday school team before he actually played for Blackpool. He didn't even play football at school, as the major sports were rugby, cricket and athletics. So how did it all start? It just shows you we've all got chance. Any child can make it, he said, if they try hard enough. Well, in '52, and totally out of the blue, his PE teacher said to him at the end of a school day, "You like football, Arnfield? They're having an under-18 trial match at Bloomfield Road at tea time, and they're short of players. Do you want to go?" Dad jumped at the chance to play at the hallowed Bloomfield Road. He ran home, got some kit and boots, and headed to the ground. He was greeted at the players' entrance by two of the older first-team players who were running the trial. He told them who he was. They checked their list, couldn't find his name. He said okay, turned around, went up, set off home. One of them shouted him, stopped him and said, "Can you play on the left wing? We're short of players." Without hesitation, Dad said, "Yeah, of course I can." And the rest is history. He went on to score 3 of the 4 goals in the trial and was quickly signed up. He always saw himself as a supporter of the mighty Pool. He would tell me, and I can't believe that he did this, but even when he was playing for England, he would walk the mile or so from his home in Bairstow Street to the ground with his friends. The crowd swelling as he got near the ground, chatting and laughing. They would go into the crowd and pay their money in. Dad would go in the changing rooms with Matthews and Mortison, get ready to play. Don't think that'll happen today. Dad always had an affinity with the support of the town. He was president of the supporters club after Sam Mortison. He always saw himself as one of them. When the big clubs came calling in the shape of Manchester United and Arsenal, he was happy to stay at the home and remain a tangerine. I'm sure the supporters understood this, and at his final game, 32,000 turned up to say thank you. Even when he left the club in '71 after 17 years service and 627 games, when he was not working elsewhere, he always used to say, let's go down to the Pool and watch them. And we'd watch Central League games and youth team games and first team games, anything he could see. It even became a standing item on Radio 5 live sports programme. When the results were announced, he would say, here's one for Jimmy, and that's the one he'd be most interested in. How had Blackpool gone on? When Blackpool returned to the top flight, I'm sure there wasn't a more proud and excited supporter than Dad. He was beside himself. He tried to play it cool, but he just couldn't. Dad was an out-and-out Blackpool fan. He did play all those years for him, but he just would help the club out in any way, shape or form he could, in the good times and the not so good times. He never criticised anybody, he just got on with it. He was a supporter, a true supporter. They said of him that if he was a stick of rock, there would be a tangerine and white emblazoned through the middle with the words BLACKPOOL FC. When Andy told me of the plans for the new supporters club that you decided would be named after Dad, as a family we were very honoured. We would all like to thank you for remembering him, for all the hard work and long hours you spent bringing these plans to fruition in what are very difficult times. We wish you every success in your endeavours. Our only other wish is Dad could have been here in person. I'm sure he's watching from above, as there is a game on today. Once again, many thanks for his honour. It gives us as a family great pleasure to support this exciting venture for the town. Hopefully the Armfield Club provides the opportunity for fans to sit round and talk football, just as Dad loved. We also hope it will help to build a fan base for the future. And it's great to see young and old, male and female in here today, all discussing Blackpool. We wish you every success as a family.
Thank you very much for those words, John Armfield.
Opening the Armfield Club. Well done, everybody.
Hey! Hey!